Yeah, that dude is your problem, for sure. Next act, let's get it on. This is one of my favourites. This is my boy, my boxing coach, my man. Give it up for Elliott Rovedi! This is the first time for everything. And I just did it. Oh my goodness, very nice to see you folks. You know, keep that music rolling a little bit longer. Do it for the trip. Give me some music. That's right. That's right, feel it. We started anew. It's good to see you folks. There's a step here, comedians. Learn from my mistakes. That's good to see you folks. Very nice to see you. You know, I had some jokes about this venue and we'll do them anyway. It's really nice to be doing comedy inside of one of Walt Disney's wet dreams. A lot more adults though here, that's good. So that's the clever section and over here too. The rest of you should read more. That's good folks, very nice to see you. Before COVID started, I became a cleaner. And all my friends thought that was hilarious, laughed at me. And then quarantine hit, and they all lost their jobs. And I was like, who's laughing now? And it was still them. And even harder. In fact, I had to do a 2-day workshop to become a cleaner. And at first I was like, what am I going to learn on a 2-day workshop to become a cleaner? It was actually very eye-opening though. Because on the first day they got us to write our life ambitions on the board. And then just clean them out. I'm not going to need these anymore. Frankly, as long as you can tell the difference between Windex and multi-purpose, you're going to make a kid. I love that. My first job was actually at Blockbuster Video. I'm sure you guys remember Blockbuster Video. I used to love that place. One of my favorite things about that job was the softcore porn. And how I used to steal it. I used to steal all the softcore porn. The moment it became a 7-day release, it was mine. I used to rent it on somebody's account that wasn't coming back. I hadn't rented anything in like 400 days. And just take it, no one the wiser. And you might be asking yourselves, Elliot, why did you have to put it on somebody's account? I mean, you already stole that DVD, why'd you have to blame somebody else for it? Well, the DVDs are behind the counter. What, is some madman just jump the counter and steal the softcore porn? It's unrealistic. Which leads to the follow-up question. Elliot, couldn't they put together a pattern of when the softcore porn was disappearing? And the 14-year-old boy was lost it? Yes, they could. And that's exactly how I got caught. Fuck out of here, you little pervert. It's good, we got some more people coming in. You missed a great start. I tripped over the stage, recovered, it was amazing. Physically and comedically. That's good shit, learn from me. Take notes. Alrighty folks, you guys seem to be pretty cool. We'll see how you do with this one. This is like a test of cool. Say you guys. I came across some interesting statistics on gender murder. Murder pertaining only to husbands and wives. And what stuck out to me about these statistics was that whenever a husband is killed in a relationship, 8 times out of 10, it's for money. But whenever a wife is killed in a relationship for money, statistically, that only happens 2 times out of 10. Which said to me with very raw data, the women don't have anything that we want. Nothing of material. Which is fucked up. It's not good. I don't like that. Which is why I would like to see more women out there being murdered for their success. Don't ever let that happen again. You used to do comedy and now you do that. And don't even do that. You're retired now. You bombed too many times and now you're making sound effects. Don't let it happen again during my set. You see, booth boy. In comedy we have a thing called timing. And I was setting things up. Just like I have the entire set. Like I said earlier, take notes. You could learn from a good fella. See guys, that's what happens when someone steps up. You know what? We're going to leave it there and get right back to the jokes. I wanted to go further in and put the knife further, but you know, like he got it. He'll go home and write some jokes. See you guys. I happen to think that there's a lot of inequalities between the genders. A lot of inequalities. And I feel like a lot of those inequalities begin in the bedroom. Like men are always emphasized as being the alphas in the bedroom. But I can't help but feel like a lot of those inequalities might be diminished if women could also shoot come at men. You know what I mean? Because for years men have been giving women facials without any sort of recourse, any way for them to defend themselves. And then by about the 1970s, we started filming facials. Facials came into fashion. And I think by about the millionth documented facial on camera, evolution got up off its seat and did what it does best. Help us adapt to a harsh environment. And gave us squirters. And now we have squirters. An evolutionary response to facials. Super feminine. Hosing down the patriarchy, really. A lot of women out there, they're like, I can't squirt. I don't do that. Must be a fallacy. And to those women I say, you're just less evolved. And then you're squirting sisters. Lower down the evolutionary chain. That's fine, you know, it's brand new. Like no one squirted before, say like World War II. Ask your nana about it. She's got no idea. No one named Dottie has ever squirted. It's brand new. What do you guys think about that joke? We talked some little shit, you saw me get angry. You've seen a lot from me actually. I tripped on the stage, I was doing a good job, fuckhead jumped in. I did some more jokes about vaginas and you guys were like, that's okay. What else you got, buddy? Well, I got one more for you. I hope you like this one. Say you guys. I don't know if you've noticed, but in Sydney, I don't know, we might have them elsewhere, but in Sydney, specifically in the eastern suburbs, we have schools for Jewish kids. Jewish schools, exclusively for Jewish kids. And around these schools, posted around are security guards with guns. It's one way to start your school there, as a school kid. But what's an interesting fact about these guns is that they're not actually allowed to be drawn to protect a human life. Those guns are only allowed to be drawn to protect artifacts in the school. I didn't know that. Most people don't know that. I feel like the students definitely know that. What do you think, the rules are different for them? Just kick around in football innocently, it goes through a stained glass window, what do you think happens? Yeah, sure. And they explain that at school the next day at assembly. It is a tragedy what took place with little Saul. But it should also stand as a firm reminder for what this school really cares about. Stay away from the fucking vases. I just think that it's amazing that in a school surrounded with people with guns, that if you run into that school with a bomb on your chest, you have more chance of getting out of there, running out with a painting, than what you would with a child named Ari. I think that's okay. We could have stuck the landing a little bit better. The concept stands. Alright guys, I got one more for you. I'm sure that you guys really can't wait to hear it. Dripping in anticipation, and then I'll leave you alone. Trip right off the stage, you gotta get one more laugh. Say you guys. My auntie just had a baby during COVID. Everyone was worried about the health of that baby. And it was like, is that baby gonna be okay? It's okay. Everyone's happy about that. But she's always asking me to hold that baby. She was like, Elliott, when you're gonna come over and see the baby, you gotta hold this baby. The most valuable thing in your entire world. No, thank you. I've seen myself drop an iPhone. And I wanted to hold that. guys are a lot of fun. DJ Rovedi, let me help you. Watch out. There you go. Nice. DJ Rovedi, everybody.